Chapel in Aachen, Germany. The title is the Palatine Chapel, part of the Aachen Cathedral. The artist of the cathedral was commissioned by Emperor Charlemagne. It was designed by Otto of Metz. The date was 792 through 805 Common Era. The location of the cathedral was in Aachen, Germany. Background of the Palatine Cathedral. This was a revival of learning art and architecture led by Charlemagne, Charles the Great, King of the Franks, and later crowned Emperor of the Romans. In the year 800 Common Era by Pope Leo III. Formal analysis. Here's a picture to the right showing the top of the cathedral. A little bit more background. It was built during Charlemagne's reign to reflect his power and revival of the Roman Empire's Christian legacy. It's part of the Carolingian Renaissance, a period that blended Roman, early Christian, and Byzantine styles. Charlemagne sought to recreate the glory of ancient Rome in a Christian context, using architecture as a tool or imperial propaganda and religious devotion. Some historical and philosophical context of the cathedral was the symbol of the union between church and state. Charlemagne as God's emperor on earth. The style of the cathedral was Carolingian architecture, as seen to the right and in future slides. It was heavily influenced by Roman and Byzantine models, particularly San Vitelli and Ravenna. More formal analysis. Here's a picture to the right showing the blueprint of the cathedral. As you can see, they have the courtyard to the right leading into the cathedral itself. Some medium, and then in this slide we have medium shaped space, lines, and balance. Medium of this cathedral was cut stone. It was made out of marble. It did have bronze doors and mosaic pieces in the cathedral. The shape was geometric. It was an octagonal central plan. It was enclosed by an ambulatory and upper gallery. The space was centralized plan. And what that means was a vertical emphasis on creating divine focus upward. So everything led your eyes upward, attracted your attention towards the ceiling. And as seen in the previous slides, you do see, in slide 2, you do see the top of the cathedral as everything is leading upwards. Next, we have lines, vertical columns, and as I said, in space and lines, we have the vertical columns and arches drawing the eye toward heaven. That's what they want. That's what the focus of this build was. The balance was perfectly symmetrical, actually expressing divine order and imperial control. And the next slide we have here put that in frame. Formal analysis, we have colors. Originally had gold mosaics and marble panels. What we have here is luxury equals heavenly perfection. As seen in the picture to the right, we have the arches. 3 arches right there leading towards the top of the cathedral and where Jesus Christ is held. And what we have here is composition, which unified and closed clear focal point of the dome and imperial throne. Next, we have the form and volume. It was a massive and enclosed, emphasizing authority and permanence. The symbolism of the cathedral was an octagon that equaled resurrection, which was very important in the belief, and eternity. Throne in their eyes equaled Charlemagne's divine authority. I really liked this cathedral out of the other option, and that would be the informal analysis of the Palatine Chapel in Germany.